Hi, everybody. Welcome back. You know, you see a lot of commercials these days for guys and hair loss and men hair clubs, but we don't talk a lot about women's hair loss.
Well, it is a concern for many women, and so why does it happen? And we want to know ways to combat it.
Right.
Dr. Jayshri Gamoth, a dermatologist from A to Z Dermatology, is here with us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning as well.
We have here some pictures of the types of hair loss. Can you explain it to us?
Absolutely. So what happens here is that we have many kind of hair loss, and hair loss is very common in women. So different hair loss has different presentation. So in this first picture, we see that there's diffuse thinning overall, and this is where you lose hair overall. So it's diffuse thinning kind of hair loss. Here you see like a patchy area of hair loss, and that is due to what we call alopecia areata, and that's very common, and that is being treated differently with shots. And here we see like a frontal hair loss, and that's pretty common in female due to like a male hormone. So hair loss can be caused by many different things, for sure.
Okay, and various ages, I would imagine the percentage would go up as we get older, our hair loss becomes more prevalent.
Exactly. So as you know, the 20% loses their hair in 20s, as early as 20s.
Wow.
And 30% will lose their hair in 30s.
Really?
And imagine in 50, like by the time we hit 50, it's end up being about 50%. So that's a big number.
That is a big number.
But you alluded to earlier, there's ways to treat it, right?
Exactly. So good news is that we have solution for this hair loss.
Okay.
Depending on what kind we have different solutions. So like I said, hormone play a pretty big role in hair loss. So we have some shampoos and some products that helps us combat that, hormone problem that
Does it
builds in
slow the loss or prevent it completely?
So what it does, it sort of cleans up our hair follicle with an extra buildup. So it sort of slows the hair loss for sure. It does not help us regrow the hair, but it stops it from losing further
The
more.
shampoos and things that we've seen, this brand has always been most popular, I guess.
Yes.
Is that over the counter or by a prescription?
So this is over the counter.
Okay.
Another one I really like is minoxidil. So minoxidil is an FDA-approved product for hair loss for women. And it works really great.
And you can just get that at Walgreens?
Oh, Walgreens, over the counter.
It's a Walgreens product right there.
So
it is.
Topical solution.
So does minoxidil regrow?
Yes, so it
That's
has
what
an
it's
ability
known for.
to regrow the hair.
Yeah.
And it also stops the further hair loss.
Okay.
Supplements and vitamins, so what do you have for that?
So there is a vitamin called biotin, and biotin plays a pretty great role in improving the hair loss, and it works in a healthy hair follicle. We talk about some oil treatments. So jojoba oil is a great alternative for scalp massages with the hair oil. And I also like to talk about tea tree oil that works pretty well too. The funny thing is, over-the-counter prescription, a Tagamet.
This is like for ulcers, no?
Yes. And this guy works for blocking the extra, male hormone, excess male hormone, and that helps us to stop the hair loss.
Wow.
Now, this is this some type of thing that massages your scalp? I've heard of Bosley for men.
Yes.
They advertise quite a bit for men.
Yeah, so this is a laser hair comb, and what it does, it stimulates the blood flow through the scalp and improves the hair growth and stop the hair loss as well.
As far as a diet is concerned, I would imagine that plays a role as well.
It does. So I would always recommend to increase healthy diet, take your multivitamin pill every day, and increase your protein. So increasing protein, taking iron, extra leafy green vegetables, those things really help improve the, overall protein intake for the hair growth.
So one thing for sure, by virtue of the fact that we're talking about this, is for women, you don't have to be embarrassed about hair loss.
Not
it's
at all.
common.
It's very common.
And there's treatments that you could pursue.
Exactly. And there's some cover-ups available in the market too for women. And this little fiber thing that works pretty well to help us camouflage some of the hair loss. There's some extensions, hair pieces. So, there's always a solution.
At least you can do that in the interim while you're trying to cure the problem.
Exactly. And I think combination treatment works really well.
Yeah.
Dr. Gamoth, where are you guys located?
We have a couple of locations in the Valley: Mesa, Queen Creek, Tempe, and Casa Grande.
Okay, we'll make sure we put
Thank
them up
you so
on our
much.
website.
My pleasure.
Nice to meet you,
My
Dr.
pleasure.
Gamoth.
Thank you.